What is going on, Nerd Fam? Nerdy Jace here, and I'm finally back with a new video. If you saw my community post, you know that I've been having some issues. First, my AC in my house, we had to finally replace that. And then, while that was happening, the cooler went out on my PC, so had to wait for that part to come in. Try to put it back, install it. Find out that the cooler that I ordered was slightly different than what I originally had. It wouldn't line up correctly. Thank you, Corsair. So then we had to get another one, basically a refurbished version of my older cooler. We got that put back together, put some new fans in there. Again, shout out to my buddy Steve Berto, who, as always, assisted in all my PC repair bullshit. But now we're finally back, and in this video, I'm going to have a long-ass What's in the Box? And I do have a big old box of goodies in addition to other things that I have set up around here. But for those of you that don't know, What's in the Box is my version of a pickups video, and that's whether it's gifts from friends and fam, Kickstarter things, other crowdfunding projects online, eBay, local shops, whatever. I get it. Show it off to you out there. Give a little commentary and all that good stuff. And yeah, so this is going to be a big version. Initially, when I came up with this one, and I'm calling it my my retail therapy edition, because yeah, part of the stuff that I got, I was having very bad several days at work, so it was one of those things where it's like, I'm gonna treat myself. Treat yourself. So yeah, I did, and I bought some stuff from my favorite online apparel shop, and yeah, I got a little bit of everything. Like I just said, I got some clothing. I got some gifts from the wifey. I got some gaming accessories and actual games. Some DVDs. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. And like I said, this is going to be potentially big depending on how long-winded I want to get when I'm talking about some of this stuff. So yeah, as always, grab you a cold one, get you some snackies if you want. And yeah, let's dig in. So first up, I'm going to go with some gifts from my wifey, my lovely wife Julia. So first up, I got, if you watch one of my previous What's in the Box videos, so she got me this little golden book, Alien ABC book. So kind of a follow-up to this. You got this Buffy the Vampire Slayer one, The Power of Friendship, because yeah, much to her chagrin, she knows that I love Buffy. It's my favorite show of all time. Huge Buffy nerd. I've yet to get her to binge the series with me. I'm going to continue to fight that losing battle, but again, this is really cute. So yeah, just like the old, old books when we were growing up, when we were little. So yeah, this is just a Buffy the Vampire Slayer version. It's a little mini quick story, again, about the power of friendship and, how they overcame it throughout the series and yada yada. But again, that's pretty cool, to go with my Alien one here. I'm really not sure where she got this. I think she ordered them online. Some local places like Barnes & Noble and Target and stuff, they might have some of these. So yeah, if you're interested, check it out. Because like I said, not only they have these, but they also have some Star Wars ones, Planet of the Apes, Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. So yeah, well yeah, because this is all Disney stuff now. So yeah, I guess just Disney related. But very cool. Again, my wife gets me, which is awesome. let's see. Let's go ahead and do this, and then that'll lead into. So, uh, again, just with how well my wife knows me, my favorite book of all time is The Hobbit. I try to read that at least. Well, read and listen to now that I have Audible. Uh, at least once a year. And she was, I guess, perusing, Facebook and stuff, and these figures popped up on her feed, and it's these Dark Horse Hobbit vinyl figures, and so this is Dark Horse teaming up with Middle Earth Enterprises, so that's Tolkien's, I guess, estate stuff or whatever. But yeah, these are the Bilbo and Gollum, designed from the animated movie from what, I'm not sure when what year that actually came out, but it's been a very long time since I've seen that. But yeah, she ordered these sometime last year and they finally came in. Totally surprised me. But yeah, these are really, really cool. And there's the back of Bilbo, and then Golem. So let's open Golem first, since he's the biggest one out here. See a nice secure packaging. Got the egg shells or whatever. But Golem, he comes with two different arms that you can do. So here's here's his design right now. So here's his default arm that you can have. And then also he's got one that has his fish that he's hunting for when Bilbo first meets him and everything. So very cool. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put these on my desk and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure if you can really see, but his eyes are kind of glazed over too. So the ring has the power over him and stuff. Let's see now if I can just put it back in here correctly. There's probably going to be a no. You were over here. Yep. Oh, messing this up already. Just go ahead and do this. Yeah, I want him with the fish. So yeah, that's how I'm going to have him set up. Catch a fish, so juicy, sweet. Because yeah, I don't remember how that was in there. Or how I fit him in there, because yeah. So yeah, that's actually that might have been it right there. So that is Golem, or Smeagol. But yeah, he was Golem at that point in the story. And yeah, Bilbo, same thing, got nice clamshell, eggshell to hold on to him. And he also has two different accessories. So here he is right there with Sting, his sword, Terry feats and whatnot. And then you can also with him you take off the hand, so you can have that have him with Sting or his actually I'm not sure if this is his pipe. Yeah, this is his pipe. Yeah, smoking all that pipe weed. Again, how is this in here? I don't think it was like that. But yes, very cool, nice sturdy vinyl figures. So So yeah, very very looking forward to getting these displayed up around my desk and whatnot. And the last little thing from the wifey, which again, this is for both of us. This is the complete series of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. So this, I think, initially showed up on Adult Swim or something like that. Nice little short little series. It is freaking hilarious. Garth Marenghi is a horror writer and actor and director and all this stuff. So he has his own little universe or whatever. Also has a set of books out now too, and definitely check those out. Also, they are freaking hilarious. But Dark Place basically is an homage to older like 80s shows like Twin Peaks and Stephen King stuff and all that. Hits the vibe, hits the nail on the head with a vibe and everything. But also stars Matt Berry and Richard Ayoade. Hilarious show. So I can't remember how many episodes it is, and it also has nice little book to go with it, and again, little message from Garth himself, talking about Dark Place in general. And then yeah, there we go. So Garth Marenghi is Dr. Rick Douglas, MD. Richard is who's also his is a producer. Yeah, Dean's also his producer or whatever. He plays a part as the head of the hospital that they're at. Matt Berry is Dr. Lucien Sanchez. That's Douglas's best mate, and then of course Dr. Liz Asher, a woman. I think that's how they actually say it in here. But yeah, sadly it's only six episodes, but freaking great. And again, after this, he's got his books, his novels and stuff too. So yeah, this is awesome. I'm glad Julia tracked this down and everything. Again, I love this. All right, so now we're gonna finish up DVDs. So I got two of them. First one is Black Roses. This is from Synapse Films, one of their productions or releases, I should say. So if you know from either, no, not my last What's in the Box, but one of my early ones this year, I got the soundtrack, the album to this movie, and now I finally got it. I would have liked it on Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray is very, very hard to find, and most of the time it's like a German import. So everything's all in German or whatever. So yeah, there's the disc right there. Got the one of the inserts. And I talked about the movie when I showed off the album, so I won't really go over that. But of course, also with Synapse Films, they have a little catalog that shows a bunch of their releases and other places that you can get them other than directly from them. So yeah, been wanting this for in the collection for a while, and finally just there was a sale on it, so I went ahead and got the Blu-ray, or not the Blu-ray, the DVD. So again, nice 80s metal horror film. And then lastly, I got this is also a Synapse Films release, the complete House of Hammer series. So it's a five disc collection, and this is tales from, again, the legendary British film studio Hammer. I first saw this. I didn't know about it until we got Peacock a couple years ago, and this was just perusing all the shows and stuff on there. Just came across this and never knew about it. So yeah, it's kind of like Tales from the Crypt or Creep Show or we'll say Outer Limits or whatever. So they're all standalone episodes, and great cast throughout it. Like Peter Cushing's in this. Pierce Brosnan's in some. Brian Cox is in a couple, but it's just really really cool. So yeah, got all 5 discs right there, and again the little catalog. But yeah, I'll go ahead and read the back too. So yeah, if I think this might have been on sale for a little bit too. But yeah, jumped on it. It's also on, like I said, it's on Peacock, and it might even be on Prime also. But yeah, so go ahead. Witches, Spirits of the Dead, Cursed Antiques, the horrifying and unique television terror series from Britain's premier horror studio. Each generation creates tales of horror, stories that seep through the very heart of our collective fears. The legendary Hammer Studios is recognized as the high watermark of the Gothic macabre. Yeah, I agree. Creating some of the most chilling and recognizable horror films of all time. Yes, their horror films, their takes on Dracula and Frankenstein, The Mummy, all that kind of stuff are great. In addition to their own little standalone stuff, or original ideas or whatever. Again, Hammer needs to do a full like collected box set of that stuff. But anywho, in 1980, Hammer took over the old Hampton Manor House in the heartland of England and produced a series of 13 horror stories that aired on British television, with a host of Hammer regulars, including Peter Cushing and Denholm Elliott, along with early appearances by actors like Pierce Brosnan. Each episode provided a completely new and individual tale of terror and suspense. And Synapse is proud to present the complete series, presented in the original air date order, which that's always good, with all new introductions and supplemental features. And this 5-disc collector's edition presents each episode in its original version with all the nudity and violence, etc., intact. And got, like I said, a few special features, but yeah, again, all 13 of the episodes and all that stuff. So yeah, very good series. I really enjoyed the majority of them. Again, when you have stuff like that, some episodes are, of course, better than others, but as a whole, again, really really good series. I highly recommend it. All right, let's go with. Let's get the gaming stuff out of the way next. So I got some accessories right now, some controllers and whatnot. So the first little accessory is from 8-Bit Do, and that is a retro receiver for the SNES or Super Famicom. So yeah, this just goes in the controller slot, obviously, and you pair it up with any wireless controller. I will be pairing it with my 8-Bit Do's wireless controllers. These are, again, you can use them for Switch. Actually, you can probably use them for Switch 2 also, but definitely the original Switch or Switch 1, your Super Nintendo, your Super Famicom, or what I'm going to be using them for, it's my Super Analog NT. So I think I got these way back when I first started the channel. I think I showed these off, but I got the Super Famicom version, and then of course our version with the purple and lilac or whatever. So yeah, have that adapter to go with it. Eventually I might get a second one, so I just have them both plugged in. But yeah, decided to go ahead and get that so I can don't have to worry about the cord when I'm hanging back, playing my Super NT in the living room. As of right now, that's where it is. And then next up is another 8-Bit Do product, and that is the wireless Genesis / Mega Drive controller. Sadly, I could only get the black version. So yeah, So it comes with the controller and then the wireless adapter. I wanted to get the version that looks like the Sega Saturn, has a Sega Saturn colors, but that version doesn't work with this adapter because 8-Bit Do, for all the good they do, they also do a bunch of dumb decisions like that. So the adapter that works with it is a USB, not the regular controller port. So yeah, it's really dumb. But again, wireless, has the triggers on there too, 6-button design. So yeah, I'll be using it with my shoot, what we call it? My Mega SG. Is that what it is? Here I am brain farting on what it is. Yeah, my Mega SG that I got from Analog. So yeah, that will go nicely with this. And then when I finally put this in, figure out where I want it in the living room. Yeah, my Mega SG. So yeah, pairing up with that. And then lastly, for my accessories, I have a wireless Sega Saturn controller now, and this is from Retrobit. 8-Bit Do also has versions of this, and from what I was reading online and on Reddit and stuff, like everybody's kind of back and forth between the Retrobit one, which I have here, and 8-Bit Do's version. Ultimately, I think this one just kind of slightly edged out 8-Bit Do's one. And I like, again, I like the control scheme, or the colors on this controller. It fits with the Japanese Sega Saturn. And of course it has the wireless receiver and the charging cable. And of course it has a little analog button or sticks right there too. Yeah, can't wait to try this out because again, I've been getting some more stuff for my Saturn collection. Been enjoying collecting for it, even though it can be pricey. But since I can play imports and stuff too, and I have my Saru, which also kind of fits or scratches that itch too for expensive stuff. So yeah, again, I got that set up in the living room, of course, and just bust that out again because the cord's long. For when I want to use just the regular controller instead of my joystick. But that's also going to lead up to this next set of games that I have. So I got got 6 games. These first 4 are Saturn related, and they are two pretty good shoot 'em ups on the system. And the first one is Layer Section from Taito. And over here, our version was called Galactic Attack. So yeah, this is based off the arcade version of the shoot 'em up. Again, I got this imported. No, I'm sorry, I got this from a local store in Noonan, Full Circle Toys and Toys and Antiques or whatever. But yeah, I got. I was back and forth on whether I wanted to get the Japanese version or our version, and ultimately this was a little bit cheaper, and then instant gratification. I could get it right then. But yeah, and this is really fun. Shoot 'em up. For the most part, the soundtrack's pretty good too, which is always good and things like that. And a cool feature for this one and the next thing next game I'm about to show you. So there's two different modes of play that you can do. So you can do like original mode, or I think they call it Sega Saturn mode, where it's what's that horizontal, like a typical shoot 'em up, or you can turn it to arcade mode and it flips it. So now you're going vertically, and that's really cool features because some of your like monitors and I guess even some CRTs or whatever will allow you to switch the picture like that, so you can get the actual arcade experience or whatever. So that's really cool. Again, really fun game. If you like shoot 'em ups, recommend that one. And also highly recommend this one, Gunbird. So this is from Amusement Works, Sicko, and also Atlas. So this is another Atlas release. So same thing, very cool shoot 'em up. Except this one you have different characters that you can choose from, and each character has its own little shots, various weapons and stuff. And this one I did get imported from eBay. And fun game. There's I don't think we got an English port over here. Well, I take that back. I think PS2 might have a collection of this that's actually in English, but you don't really need to know that. Again, there's some story there, but we're all about shooting stuff up. So yeah, here's the 5 characters. You got Marion. She's a witch. She rides on a broom. Got Wang Nang. Nang. Kind of like Sansan, the monkey character, whatever, has a little pole, rides on a flying Nimbus like Goku. We got Valnus, who's basically a robot. Got Ash, he's kind of like the Rocketeer in here. And then we got Tetsu, who the old crotchety bastard. He's on a little pedal helicopter thing. Apparently, he's kind of perverted, if you can actually read Japanese read Japanese and stuff from what I've gathered. And then there's the 3 main bad guys in here. Again, fun shoot 'em up, great soundtrack, and again it has the Saturn mode and original arcade. So again, you can turn it sideways. Now, both of these can do that, but they're not like the other. One's not like the other. So layer section, when you turn it to the original arcade and you're controlling it and stuff, the up, down, left, right, whatever, will still work the same. So it's not gonna, brain or mind fuck you. Gunbird is not. That's not the case with it. It totally reverses everything. So if you're like me and you hate inverted controls on anything, that will fuck you up. So I tried it on both ways on both these games. Recommend it for this one, not on this one. Play the original Sega Saturn mode or whatever they say on this, unless you have the actual means to flip your monitor or have a monitor that flips and blah blah blah. Then by all means do it. But 2 awesome games. Highly recommend them if you are a fan of shoot 'em ups. And then these next 2 games are reproductions. Again, I do have them on my Saru, but I think whoever put the ROMs on my Saru, they only did the Japanese version or the Japanese language. So with this, I have the English version. And these repros were made from a guy in Canada named his site's Musclehead Retro Games. And the two games I got to start with are Dragon Force and Panzer Dragoon Saga. So these 2 combined, if you were to get them US versions now total would run you about $2,000. That's batshit crazy. But again, scarcity, over here in the US, we still have the clamshells or whatever. Dragon Force is roughly between like 200 and 350 to get, depending on whether you want just the disc, complete box. Yeah, it's going to be about 350 or whatever. Panzer Dragoon Saga, that's on average 1,500, because it has, again, this was a late release. Actually, both of these were late releases on the Saturn, but late release, limited print, and also this has 4 discs. But pretty impressed with the quality of these repos. Again, Musclehead put some work into this. Again, just looks like the original ones, and then he put his own little foam in there. I really like the Dragon Force. So yeah, these are on high quality CDRs or whatever. But I do like on certain games, like this one, it has a nice shiny reflective picture on there. I'm not sure how you actually do that, but the disc looks really good. And of course, when you're picking out your game and stuff, some of the games do actually have full manuals, so you have to check that option or whatever. So yeah, these, like, the outside, nice quality, pretty nice quality, or the color's nice on the inside too. The paper, it's a little bit thicker than notebook paper or whatever, about like a book, but it's not the same as actual real Sega Saturn manuals. But very cool. This is a cool ass game. It has a high learning curve. Again, when I was testing the game out, it's one of those things like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Like with all the menu navigations and things like that. But once you get to like the battles and stuff, it's really cool. So this is one of the first like strategy army RPGs or whatever, because yeah, you have you choose your kingdom, and that's going to be your leader, and then you have your generals and stuff, and then yeah, you go on the battlefield, and I don't know if you can really see, like right there, another one. So yeah, your generals back here, and you have your army, and you're pushing forward, attacking your other generals and stuff to take over the lands and stuff, and rid the world of the evil dude that's trying to take over the Thailand. You can recruit other generals who then also bring different units into your overall army, and then apparently later on you can tweak which, if you want some regular soldiers and then have them with some cavalry, some magic users, whatever. I definitely haven't gotten that far. But yeah, as a whole, very cool game. And then of course, Panzer Dragoon Saga is the third of the Panzer Dragoon games. The first two were straight up, rail shooters. This one is RPG in addition to that. Kind of same thing, a little bit of learning curve on it. Or it's kind of like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing right now kind of thing. I'm not as impressed with the, like, this. It's still nice as a whole or whatever, but this disc doesn't pop like the Dragon Force one. But again, still really cool. And again, like I said, it's 4 discs. Of course, the little foam thing to protect that all Sega CD and Sega Saturn clamshell games had. And again, I opted to get the manual. So yeah, again, some of them have manuals. This one's just all in black and white. Um, Other ones, it's just inserts, so basically the front cover and then whatever's on the back. That's all it is. But very very cool to actually have this, have some physical games, even though it's reproduction. That's fine. I don't care. Only thing with these though, you have to have a pseudo Saturn cart to play it. Saru will not work on it. I tried to get my Saru to work, but it won't. So luckily I do have a pseudo Saturn Kai. I thankfully, decided to hold on to this when I got my Saru, and good thing I did, because again, this is the only way that you can play reproductions. Because you have this in, you basically turn the system on, make sure you have the disc lid up, so it brings up the main menu for the pseudo Saturn. Then you put the repro in, close it, it'll read the disc, and you just boot it up. So I'm definitely looking to getting some more repros in the future. There's another seller that I saw through Reddit who does some pretty good stuff for cheaper. Again, Muzzlehead stuff is a little bit more pricey, but again, just the quality and stuff's up there too. But the other person, who's actually from he's based out of Australia, does some good quality stuff too. I just don't think like his CDRs are kind of generalized. They're not kind of flashy like that one. So if you want some, prefer the vanity, which I do in some things, as take a look at both. But again, you got to make sure you have a pseudo Saturn. Musclehead also sells pseudo Saturns on his site. So I'll leave a link in the description to his site. So if you're curious, you can check him out. So yeah, that's going to be all of the Sega Saturn games for this edition. And to round out my games, I picked up a couple PS5 games. So I got God of War Ragnarok and the recently released Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. So God of War Ragnarok, I didn't have it obviously until now. It's one of those I just kind of kept, put it off or whatever. But we just had Sony's State of Play conference or whatever a couple days ago, and they started the conference with Wolverine, which that game looks awesome. Definitely gonna be getting that. That comes out in September this year. But they ended with a follow up to this, which is God of War La Fey. So it follows Kratos and Kratos' wife, Atreus's mom, Faye, and it's her journey through the underworld of the gods or whatever. I don't know, because again, I haven't played this one. I didn't finish God of War on PS4, which sets this up. So that's the first one. This is the second one. LaFay is going to, I guess, end the trilogy or whatever, and they're still making the God of War in Egypt or whatever. But yeah, that looked pretty cool. The God of War La Fey. So I'm definitely interested. That comes out February next year. Again, you got asshats already. Even David Jaffe, the guy that originally created God of War, it's a chick. That's not God of War. Blah 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 blah. Dude, that looks fucking great, man. Are you just mad because it's a chick? I mean, most of the time you guys pick chicks in RPGs and shit like that anyway, so what's the fucking problem? Chicks can be badass too. Ellen Ripley, Buffy Summers, fucking Xena, Warrior Princess. Just to name a few. Stop being a fucking jerk off. and just enjoy things. It looked fucking great. Check out the state of play if you haven't. Sony actually had some overall nice looking stuff throughout there. And then of course there's the recently released. I think this came out. Let's see. Yeah, we're the beginning of June now, so this came out mid to late May, and this covers like the entire like legacy of Batman. So we're getting stuff from all the movies. Not only like Batman '89 all that stuff, but the Batman with Robert Pattinson. We're getting stuff from the Dark Knight trilogy. It also covers some stuff from the comics. I'm not sure if it covers anything from the '60s series. I hope it does. That would be awesome. But I think it also covers like the Arkham games, and then even I think even some of the animated series stuff. So yeah, it's like an open world Gotham City or whatever. You get the Batmobiles and Bat Cycles and stuff. You can customize. Now it doesn't have as many characters like they used to, but you can customize your Batman and Robins and Batgirls and stuff a little bit more in this one, I guess, to make up for it, whatever. Or they might add some more as DLC and stuff later on. But again, this got really, really good reviews, and again, I'm very interested because it, like I said, it covers a whole legacy of Batman. So, and of course, the wifey also likes the Lego games, so we can get some couch co-op with that and go through Gotham City. There's also another I think it's part of the DLC where you play as Harley and the Joker. So interesting. Looking at a couple PS5 games to the collection. Alrighty, so now we're getting into the big box of stuff. So way back in my Christmas 2025 version of What's in the Box, I mentioned that wifey got us tickets to Weird Al Yankovic, and we just went to that concert. Yeah, as you see right there, May 31st. So, of course, going to the concert, so it's Weird Al, and opening for him was Puddle's Pity Party. Check him out on YouTube if you haven't. He was also on America's Got Talent, I believe. He was on there several times. He made it really, really far in the competition. He didn't ever win, but he took that notoriety from that, turned it into his YouTube channel, and he's doing all kinds of stuff. But perfect fit to tour with Weird Al. But got, of course, concert tee. And of course, got the tour dates on the back. But yeah, if you get a chance to see Weird Al, definitely take it. This show was so much freaking fun. He does the whole thing, he does his costume changes and stuff for all, not all the songs, but his big ones like Fat and Dare to Be Stupid, and of course the Star Wars stuff and the Saga Begins, Yoda, whatever. And in between, when he's doing the costume changes, on the big screen, he has they play clips from his various interviews and show appearances and stuff that he does, and that kind of transitions to whatever song he's going to do. So yeah, definitely go to his concert if you get a chance. And then I also picked up Puddle's, I think, only album right now. So yeah, this is all original songs for him. Puddle's typically does I guess kind of like parody, not really parody, but does covers. Dude's got pipes, man. Dude can fucking sing. So one of the big ones is Stairway to Gilligan's Island. Definitely look that up, if nothing else. So he merges Stairway to Heaven from Led Zeppelin and the theme of Gilligan's Island. He covers like Crazy Train, and he'll mix up stuff too. So because one of them he also mixes with it's Under Pressure. So he does Under Pressure and then throws in some Let It Go from Frozen or whatever. But yeah, and so yeah, that's all his original songs right here. So that's what he actually did. He would do some of his parody stuff and then do his original stuff too. So again, very, very fun, awesome concert. Both Julia and I highly enjoyed it. Lot of fun. So yeah, let's just show that one more time. Yeah, he actually has 3 Georgia dates. So again, I'm definitely gonna try and go to more of his shows in the future. All right, and that is going to lead into the tail end of this video, and that's the rest of my apparel. So these are all again things from Fright Rags. If you don't know by now, what's wrong with you? Because yeah, you should know that Fright Rags is one of my favorite shops to get clothes and stuff from. So this was their Memorial Day sale or Memorial Weekend sale or whatever. So I kind of, again, this was my retail therapy. So I was buying a bunch of shit that is on sale. So first, I got a new hat. So they have another little line. It's only like three hats or whatever, but it's what do they call it? Your horror mascot collection, whatever. So this is the Haddonfield Boogeymen. They also have the Miles County Clowns for Terrifier, Art the Clown, and then they have was it the Amity Island Sharks for Jaws? But obviously, I had to go with Halloween. So again, I love that. I love the knife on that side of the B, the butcher knife. Got Michael on the back right there. We got Fright Rags little logo, and it's stretch fit, which that's what I prefer with my hat, stretch fit, and then the Velcro back. So again, fits great. I got a cool Halloween hat to go with my other ones, my pieces hat, and then my Trioxin Return of the Living Dead, and then I also have that Camp Crystal Lake trucker hat that I got umpteen thousand years ago from those Horror Crate loot boxes. So again, very, very cool. I love the colors. Colors pop and everything. Looks great. I got some more socks. So I got Pinhead socks. So there's his face, and of course the front part of his outfit. We got that one, and then of course the lament configuration with chains linking all of them various sides. And then I also got some They Live socks. So again, got the aliens right there. And then, at the bottom it says, obey. See, I've been wanting definitely these two for a bit, but they would always get sold out really quick whenever they pop back up. Again, some more socks for my collection. I need to go through and weed some other ones out. And then lastly, I got was it 1, 2, 4 more shirts? Yeah, 4 more shirts. The first one is a Reanimator shirt. That's in the design of those old pulp horror film or horror book covers. So I love that. Tales of the Reanimator, the Headless Doctor. Just looks so good. And it has, the movie quote or the movie poster headline right there. Herbert West has a good head on his shoulders and another one on his desk. Yeah, very cool. And then, of course, with some designs like this, they'll put a little message on there that's related to whatever movie on there. So, this one is when Herbert, tells the doctor, get a job in the sideshow. Was it Dr. Kane or whatever? I can't remember, but yeah, very cool. I love this design. And then I got a Stranger Things shirt, and that is the Palace Arcade, the arcade that they go to starting in season number 2. That introduces Max and whatnot. Very cool. And again, these shirts feel great. Nice soft fabric, whatever. Nice colors. And then the little tagline on here is, who's Mad Max? Because, Mad Max got the high score that beat Dustin's high score. So yeah, I like that. The next one is I got another Ninja Turtle shirt now. And this one is really cool. So it's the movie designs, but it's black, white, and then the only color is their bandanas. Very awesome design. I was looking at this when they initially did this line, but other things were happening at the time, and I passed on it at that time. So luckily, I got it on sale. And this one doesn't have anything on it, I don't believe. Oh yes, it just says sketchy streets because yeah, it's kind of the sketchy design or whatever, but very cool. Like this design also, obviously. And then my last shirt, this is one I have wanted since the first time I went on Fright Rags, but every time it would be my size would be sold out. And then they took it off there for a while, and then they brought it back to their graveyard designs, which is basically a print on demand that you can do. And that is Dr. Samuel Loomis's Haddonfield Lager. Get this off here. So yes, this is, obviously in the design of Samuel Adams Lager. Samuel Adams Boston Lager. But yes, I have wanted this for fucking years. And finally, said it popped back up on the print on demand or whatever. So I snatched it right then, and I finally have this in my collection. I'm so freaking happy about it. But sadly, well, again, fabric feels great. The printing on here again feels great. And yeah, again, I'm wearing my John Carpenter one here. Again, it still feels great. Sadly, when they have the graveyard print on demand, we don't get a special quote from the thing. It just says, enjoy horror, which yes, enjoy horror. But yes. And actually this came in today. That was I was waiting on this to come before I did this video. So yeah, that's why we got it right now. And yeah. So that is going to conclude this long-winded retail therapy version of What's in the Box. Thank you for joining me as always. I greatly appreciate it. And you know the drill. Like, subscribe, share, leave some comments about anything that you've seen in the video, that you just want to talk about in general, whatever. Throw them in the damn comments. We'll have a conversation. And until next time, Nerd Fam, Nerd Jace out.